Maurice G is one of New Zealand's finest writers. Maurice and Margareta moved to Nelson in the early 70s and found a house in Cleveland Terrace, looking down on the river. She supported the family with a job at the Cawthron Institute, while he wrote and looked after their 2 daughters. The Maitai was a big change from the slow, green creeks of Henderson.
Here we've got these wonderful rivers which flow over stones, which then widen out into deep, lovely swimming pools, where in those days at least, not sure about now, but in those days at least you could look down into pools 20 feet deep and see pebbles on the bottom. I got into the habit when our girls came home from school of sliding down through the paddock with them and getting into one of the little pools just below our house where I taught them to swim.
When the view of the Maitai Valley and water quality were threatened by plans for plantation forestry and the dam, Maurice and Margareta helped form Friends of the Maitai.
I used to stand outside the old public library and look up the Maitai Valley, and you could see the wonderful golden hills sloping down to the river, and beyond them the doubles there with their blue bush and the golden hills against the blue bush. Really created one of the great views, I think. Of course, it was all completely spoiled by the planting of the pines. And the river, of course, since the dam was built, well, we've got to have water, got to have water for the town, but when the dam was built, the river changed its nature, really.
When he was asked to write the centennial history of Central School in 1978, Maurice G discovered Nelson characters who came to life in his novels.
One of them was the Nelson fire raiser back in the 1880s, a guy who burned down buildings all over town, including the brand new Central School. That's how he got into the book. So I got the idea for a book about a fire raiser, somebody who went around burning down buildings in a town like Nelson.
Maurice G's story for children, The World Around the Corner, was written for his daughter Emily.
And I set that in our house above the Maitai River, recreated exactly the place, the slope that we slid down the river, the town beyond, Tasman Bay and so on. It's all there in the book. The publisher liked it and sent down an illustrator who captured all those things I've just talked about. One of the views is from our front lawn, looking straight across the town towards the distant mountains of the point out there.
Maurice G, one of those whose story entwines with Nelson's Maitai River.